Were there a lot of any Asians in your town?
Let me see. I remember seeing the first Asian I ever saw. Well, I saw some drawings, right? I remember definitely seeing a lot of drawings when we were kids of Asians because they're easy to draw. So a lot of kids would draw Asians, right? After that, true story. The next Asian I ever saw, the closest real Asian, was that picture in the Guinness Book of World Records when there's like an Asian, like 17 Asian kids on a bicycle. Remember that one, the famous picture?
Yeah. That's it?
No, that was just the first. I was like, holy shit, look what they can do, you know? And it made me like, but it made us do cool stuff on our bike and like see what we could do. And then there was a rumor when I was about 14 that there was an Asian boy. There was a rumor there was an Asian boy about 17 miles away from us. And me and two of my buddies, one of them who had a bad neck, his fella had a pretty bad, you know, that fifth appendage, the neck. People don't think about it. You got to strengthen it. And his was real lean, barely hold his head up. He almost had to walk around like this and also hold his head up with one of his arms. But he and I and another kid got together and decided we want to go see this Asian, you know, this rumored Asian.
Right. Yeah.
So we saved up money. We cut grass for about 6 weeks and saved up money to get a taxi.
Just to see this guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Went to Slidell, Louisiana to go visit him. And
well, you just went to his house?
No, it was the address that we got.
Oh, how'd you get this address?
Dude, you can get information.
Okay. Okay.
And this is back before the internet, too. So this is when you'd ask around.
Yeah.
And then guess a little. And we went to see him and tried to go see him, but it was just a Chinese food restaurant.
Oh, he's a Chinese guy.
It wasn't a real Chinese person. It was just, I think, some kind of white people in hats. And it was like, I don't know, it might have been like a Mexican Jewish guy running it.
Oh, that's weird.
But it wasn't no real Asians.
So it's just a myth.
So we went back, man. It cost us about $70.
Oh, jeez.
And then I had some abandonment issues actually when it came to Asians for a long time because of that. And then they had a kid named Jason Desport that showed up when I was in junior high school. And people used to always, they had this group at the time called Whites Against Mexicans. And people would attack him sometimes, even though he wasn't Mexican. He was like closest thing we had to a Mexican.
He was Asian.
Pretty much. Korean,
Chinese, Japanese.
He was kind of like, what is the happy ones you would see like on some of the posters with the rosy cheeks kind of?
Jesus, I don't
like wearing a diaper, like sitting in a tub.
No, man. George, help me out, man.
What do you mean, George,
George, help me out.
Dude, you can't phone a freaking Icelandic guy. You're Asian.
Ilani. What's he talking about?
What's the happiest of the Asian? I mean, this kid was probably happy, kind of same skin tone as Ilani.
Filipino?
Yes, he could have been Filipino.
He was a Filipino guy.
Beautiful guy. Okay. And after that, man, since then, though, you know, I grew up and, you know, got surrounded by Asians here and there. Yeah. And